Yo, YouTube was good. Today we got a hot taper for y'all. This is a fire cut, fire transformation. My boy recently did just cut off his dreads. But yeah, we ain't gonna really hold y'all too long. We about to get straight into the video.
Not gonna do it again. Gave me the million. I can't be slave to the sin. I'm finna walk in my power. Made in your image. I've been down praying for hours. Strong, fearless. Know that I'm never a coward. You let it see me with power.
So to start this second off, what we're gonna be doing is brushing down the sides. We did just recently wash it right before this, but you kind of see me like feeling on top of his head. That was just making sure like everything was dry and whatnot. So now we're gonna take our trimmers. We're taking our trimmers. We're not using it, pointing down, but we're using it flipped over. Using it trimmers pointing down will like have like create a harsh line, and then on the back of everybody's neck, the back of everybody's neck is very sensitive, so you want to be very careful whenever you're doing it, with the trimmers forward instead of face down. Now on the sides you can use the trimmers face forward. What do I want to call it? I don't want to call it not flipped over. We're gonna call it that. We're doing a hot taper. A hot taper starting guideline is usually, well, always from the bottom of the C cup all the way to the hair where the ear and the hair meets. The beginning of the ear, not the top of the ear, but the beginning of the ear and the hair meet. Now we did try to use our Babyliss for this, but I don't feel like my Babyliss was cutting as good, so we had switched to our Wall Seniors. So basically, we just open up the lever all the way, and we're sitting on in that foundation, that first guideline. And we're going off of that very first ball guideline that we had set in, but this is our true fading guideline. And all we're doing now, you're just slowly clicking the lever and using my fading down technique. Basically, we're going to the top of the blend that we just set in, the second guideline that we had just set in, or the first fading guideline, and now we're going to slowly close our lever till we get to all the way closed. This ensures that we have a nice smooth blend, and whenever you're closing the lever, whenever you're moving down, you want to make sure you're not in the same exact position or same exact step that you was before. If you do, you're gonna want to pushing the fade up, and that's what we do not want. We don't want to restart our fade. We don't want the fading process to take a long time or nothing like that. Now with our 1.5 guard, we're gonna start debulking. The 1.5 guard is the guard after the 1 guard, and it is higher than the 1.5 guard. The 1.5 guard is the smallest guard in your section, in your area, the thing that come in, the last clipper, the smallest clipper that come in your bag. So look, we taking the lever is all the way open with this 1.5. Every time we throw on a new guard, the lever is all the way open, bro. Can't stress that enough. We always start with the lever all the way open, then we fade down to the lever all the way closed. The lever all the way open is a point that leaves the most hair, and we're working to a point that leaves the least hair, which is the lever all the way closed. And we're slowly, it's a graduated down flow or a down fade to get to lever all the way closed. And that's what we're doing right now. We did take all the bulk away. We did stop right underneath his occipital bone. The occipital bone is the bone right there, the big noggin on the back of people's head. So now we're just taking our 1 guard, lever all the way open, and we're doing the same exact steps. We picking up from when we left off with the 1.5 guard, with the lever all the way closed, and that's where we start off with our lever all the way open with the 1 guard. Y'all feel me? Y'all understand that? It's very easy, very simple steps. And I was just repeating the same exact process, bro. You follow these processes, you follow these steps, you get better. We just detailing a little bit. Watch how I switch the angles. Boom, we're gonna switch to the side, right there, and now I can see the detailing a little bit more. Literally, bro, when you detail, you're only using the right side of your blade. Right side of your blade, left side of your blade, right here. Just because I'm on the left side of your client's head, you do want to get, right hand, left hand. You don't want to use your left hand. You can probably gonna mess up. I don't see no use in using your right hand. A lot of people use it, but look, I guess if something happened to your right hand, or if so yeah. Now we're taking our 1.5 guard, and we're doing the same exact processes, bro. But the only thing with the 1.5 is that when you get to a certain length, bro, you gotta start using your corners, just like how I'm doing now. If you use the whole the whole blade, then you're going to want to pushing the fade up a lot more. The 1.5, you have to be very careful because it is close to this right here. no lever, no guard, lever all the way open. Now we're just doing another form of detail. No lever, no guard with the lever all the way open is a serious detail. That's the detail that's gonna take the fade to a whole different level. And basically all we're doing when we're detailing is basically splitting every little pieces of hair up, like breaking it up. Say they in a fight and we just breaking the pieces of hair up. I'm hoping I'm explaining this stuff right. And look, we taking the taper and we're blending it into the top right now. So blending the taper into the top, we are going against the grain right now, but we was going with the grain with our number 2 guard. And what we do, we start with our lever all the way open, start for a little bit higher above the taper, and we work our way down to the lever all the way closed. Now we're going to throw on our 1.5 guard with our lever all the way open, and we're going to slowly, basically removing the bulk, slowly closing the lever. Y'all can't see me closing the lever right now, but as I'm closing the lever, I'm moving down to the bottom of the, or the top of the taper. Same thing I'm doing on the right side of the taper. Same exact thing, I'm debulking. I'm blending that hair that's up top, that the thicker hair, into the blend. This is how you create that nice transition that you want. You just don't want to look like you just don't want your client to look like he has a taper and the hair just stops. That's not a smooth, that's not a graduated, blended. It just doesn't look good, bro. So make sure you're doing the right steps, or taking the right steps to achieve that look that you want to achieve. Now we're going to repeat the same processes, the same steps that we did for the back. Lever all the way open, fade down. Very simple. It takes time. It takes time to get these things. It takes time to understand. Everybody started where you at right now. I don't know if you a beginner barber or if you a barber with experience. You here learning with me. We're here getting this job done. But everybody started where you started at. Everybody was at the point that you was at one point in their life, bro. Nobody was perfect. Nobody knew how to cut when they woke up. A lot of people, y'all don't see the grind, man. Y'all don't see the grind of the time that's put in. A lot of people putting in a lot more hard work than you, and that's the sad truth about it. That's when you got to step up your game and get straight to it. That's what I'm doing right now. That's why we're coming out with these fire fades, these fire looks, these fire transformations. But now we got our 1.5 guard all the way open, and we slowly moving it down, creating that fire blend that we want. Slowly working, getting into it. And you want to make sure you brush the hair as you're fading, as well as you can see that I'm doing right now. Because if you don't brush the hair, see when I use my guard and I'm fading, all the hair is getting pushed up at the same exact time, bro. The hair is getting pushed up and pushed out of place. So you don't want to fade like what I'm doing right now, then pause and go back into fading again with another guard, because now you're cutting hair that you don't mean to cut, just because the hair, isn't laid down or isn't in a place that it would be naturally. When your client walks around and your client brushes his hair on the side, he is going to have a natural look. You don't want him to, you don't want it to look like, you want that everyday wear for your clients to look very good. Now we got the 1 guard, and we are slightly tilting our clippers just a little bit. Tilting your clippers is more so necessary. If y'all ever wonder why people are tilting their clippers and they're not using it just straight up and down, is because the hair is growing in a certain direction now. When the hair grows in a certain direction, whenever you're fading, we're going to pause. Whenever you're fading, you want to fade against the grain. Fading against the grain will give you more so of a cleaner cut, I want to say. So we're fading against the grain because all of his hair in this side of the taper, his right side of his taper, wants to go diagonally down to the left side. So y'all want to make sure that y'all are noticing the growth pattern of y'all's client's hair. That's very important to creating a smooth blend. Like if y'all was to rewind this, y'all can see in the back of this my client's taper, like on the right side it wants to go like right, and then in the middle it wants to go straight down, and on the left side it just wants to go completely, it takes like a hard left, bro. It's like insane. But if you don't know these steps, you don't know the steps that's necessary to take it, then you won't get a clean blend. Now right here we're taking that 1.5 guard and we blending that in. We blending that taper into that hair, them curls up top. We want a nice transition. And now we're about to do another form of detailing. As I showed y'all, they had a bulk line right now, and now we're doing the tiger claw, aka what I call the rake down technique. This is a technique that I've been using for a long time, man. And all this is designed to do is just smoothing out the blend and take some hair away. As needed, just removing a lot of bulk. You could combine this with detailing, just point cutting, turning your clippers to the side, and breaking all them little pieces of hair from fighting up. You wanna get them out the mix. Imagine two kids fighting or two people fighting. You wanna break them up. You wanna separate them. You don't want to. You want a nice clean out, a nice clean blend. So right here, we are on the back neck area. I want to say they call this the nape. The more so, scientific or smarter way of saying it. All we're doing is setting in this back line, bro. It's very, very easy. I had to clear my throat. Sorry, but look, it's very, very easy, bro. You just want a nice little shape going. And then when you get, basically a nice little cut-in line. You don't want it to cut in because you don't want to white wall them. You don't want too much new growth going on right there. You don't want all that. And then you just want to hold his ear down with your pointer finger and just use it like a compass. Like use it like a turning tool, like a guide. You want to use your pointer finger as a guide so you can make that nice little curvature. And as y'all can see right here, the curve is like very, very nice. And then you do want to flip your clippers over just to get that overhang and all that, them loose hairs that's popping out. And this is a very, very nice neck lineup. And as y'all can see, the blend coming out fire. It came out fire because it's already done. And we just bro, this is from my lineup prep, bro. I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't know what y'all watching it on. For y'all boys that's watching it on your iPhones, y'all need to go put this on the big screen in your house. But I can see the ash line, and I know other people can see it too. This is no enhancements right now. Believe it or not, like even if I'm doing his lineups, there's no enhancements on his lineups whatsoever. This is just for the lineup prep. I have another video that's coming out real soon. I don't think it's gonna be the next video. I think I don't know what I'm gonna do. Y'all let me know if I should drop the video tomorrow or the next day after that. But look, this is just for, you see how the hair just gradually just falling off for me is just working in my favor. And just because of the line prep. For the lineup, we didn't take it down to no certain length. We just kept it thick because that's what our client wanted. And what you want to do with your lineup, you always want to start in the middle. You want to start in the middle. I use his nose as a reference point. I go down to his nose, go up to his forehead, then go up to his hairline, and I place my center point right there. Put the full blade on his lineup. Create that first foundational lineup. You are going to connect to that middle piece every single time, and then you want to work to the weak side or the strong side. Our client is blessed to have a full, strong lineup, so we got to choose whatever side we want to work with. And I'm right-handed, so I chose that right side. So we're slowly working our way over to the right. We're taking our steps back. We fixing, we doing our micro adjustments, man. Sometimes you gotta take a step back. You gotta take a step back and really look at the lineup for what it is, bro. You don't want to be all close up to the lineup every single time. You want to take a step back, look at your work, look at your progress, look how far you came, and then go back in, handle your business. Now we're on the side, and now we're doing, we adding a little slant for our vertical bars. If you don't add a slant, bro, if you don't add a slant, it's gonna look like his line or his slants or his his vertical bars are curving in when it looks to the front. I want to show y'all that, but I don't want to, I might show y'all that in the future. Just so y'all can see what I'm talking about, man, because I see a lot of people, they lineups don't be too, it don't be all that, So now what we're going to do, we're going to work our way to the left. Now working our way to the left, notice how we're only using the left side of our trimmer blade. When we were working to the right, we was only using the right side of our trimmer blade. That's very, very important. You want to continue. Sometimes our hands slightly go down, sometimes they slightly go up. So with that being said, you want to continue kind of from like a previous part of the lineup that you've already done and a piece of the lineup that you haven't done already, and that's the hair that you're cutting off. Basically, you're using the lineup that you've already cut as a reference point, if that makes any sense, and you're going to gradually go over. Now we are using our waterproof enhancements. I will be coming out with some waterproof enhancements pretty soon, man, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be like a fire colorway, man. I just got to figure some things out, and I'm going to get it straight to y'all, man. But we're using waterproof enhancements right now. There's a lot of enhancements I've been trying, man. I've just been in the lab and I've just been working for trying out different things. I really like how this haircut came out. I tried something different for this haircut. I want to do a few more tests with it, and then we're going, expose it to YouTube. I expose all my tricks and everything to YouTube, man. It's crazy. I just give out free information for everybody. Everybody learning from me. That's crazy. But look, we're just putting our card on now, putting our enhancements on now, and then what we're doing now, we're taking our pencil. The pencil is basically to replicate. The pencil was made to replicate that ash line. Basically, I had to force him. No, I didn't force him. Not gonna say that, but I had to make our client get the pencil because the pencil gonna pop out every single time, man. So I had to get the pencil. I had to get the pencil for the video. But yeah, a pencil is just made to get the ash line. But this is a nice, clean haircut. Please, in the comment section, put nice haircut. If you watch it all the way through, please don't tell me you skipped through the video and you ain't learned nothing, bro. Don't tell me you're going outside like that. But it's HYB. If you're not handling your business and what you're doing, we out.
I'ma make it up. If I see something that I don't need, I'ma take it out. Done doing favors now. I'm not a kid, chama, I'm chasing out. And I'm not finna lean, follow my dreams. God, you giving me favor now. Got a problem with me, got a problem with God. I cannot promise you'll make it out. And I can't be afraid, I'm one of your children. Took your time trying to make me, never replace me. One in a million. Why would I ever compare? I know that I'm rare, a wonderful feeling. And God is fulfilling. And it takes some time, but I'm down for the healing.
Benny, please don't.